Hi everybody and welcome back. Ever since 2019, me and a few of my friends have a weekly tradition called Doctor Who Tuesday. We meet on Discord and watch 1 or 2 episodes, and today is a very special day for the Doctor Who community, aka the Whovians, because it's the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Editing Boreal Mind here, I was not able to finish the video until the anniversary because I decided to make a whole new Fakemon line, so there's gonna be 2 Fakemon lines instead of 1, which I originally planned. Yeah. And spoiler alert, the 10th Doctor, aka David Tennant, okay now apparently the 14th Doctor, and Donna Noble, aka Catherine Tate, are going to return for 3 special anniversary episodes. These specials are allegedly gonna release internationally on Disney+, so hopefully we can actually watch it and don't have to wait until it comes out years later like usual. And I'm super happy because David Tennant is one of my favorite actors and the 10th Doctor was my favorite Doctor of the franchise. So yeah, I wanted to create Fakemon based on Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a series about aliens and the main protagonist is the Doctor, who's also an alien called a Time Lord. One of the last Time Lords actually, depending on where you are at the seasons right now. When a Time Lord dies, they regenerate, they get a new body and a new personality. So basically there have been a bunch of different Doctors portrayed by different actors, and I think that's actually a really cool concept. The Fakemon in the background is based on Swarm and Azure and the Flux, antagonists from the most recent season, but that's not what I want to talk about. I just want to talk about general stuff. So, the first Doctor I started, which was actually the 13th one, portrayed by Jody Whittaker. You may know her from Broadchurch. A friend of mine is, or was, or still kinda is obsessed with Doctor Who, and she got another friend into it, and in 2019 we were in the UK and we watched a few episodes, and honestly, if it wasn't for my friends I wouldn't have watched it, but it was pretty fun. I still have fond memories of that time. Jodie's Doctor is probably my second favorite one, and I think that's a pretty hot take to be honest, but I think the first Doctor you watch is always the one that you're kind of more attached to. I know that Doctor Who fans were really they didn't like that the new Doctor is gonna be portrayed by a woman because the Doctor has never been a woman and it's always been a male actor, and I just thought that's kind of stupid. I unfortunately have to admit that the 3 seasons we got with Jodie Whittaker were not the greatest. I was really disappointed because people were already suspicious of a female Doctor, and then the writers just did mediocre to bad jobs when writing the stories. The first season was okay, nothing too special. There was no overarching story, which usually is the strong point of Doctor Who, but it was alright. The second season was not great if I remember correctly, but I only watched it once and yeah, it wasn't great. I feel like the main issue was that usually the Doctor has 1 or 2 companions at most, that he has time to bond with them, spend time with them, and this time there were 3 companions and they were just not really helpful, unspectacular, they did stupid things, and I don't know, I didn't really see the Doctor bond with any of them because there were just too many characters. I definitely liked Yes the best. The other 2 were just kind of forgettable. No offense if you like them, it's fine, I didn't. So I was really hyped when I found out that in the 3rd season with Jodie, the Doctor would only be traveling with Yes. At least it looked like that. However, they instantly introduced a new unnecessary companion, and yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. And I think his name was Dan or Stan. I remember we called him Stan Dan. And yeah, he didn't really do anything. He was also kinda annoying. And also spoiler alerts, when this season aired, I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram, and I thought that the Doctor and Yes would end up in a relationship because that's nothing uncommon, that the Doctor and the companion end up. And me and my friends were just the whole season waiting for them to get together, and they don't. And we were like, that's it? Really? Yeah, I think the writers really did Jody's Doctor really dirty, and it also seemed like they had less budget because the special effects weren't, like, they're always not great, but this time they were kinda worse. Like, previous seasons had better special effects, but yeah, all in all, I really like Jody's portrayal of the Doctor. I just wish the story did her justice. I definitely want to have this Fakemon in the Johannesburg region. It will fit into the desert area. I actually planned that to be that way. The aliens that this Fakemon is based on are probably, or at least have the coolest design in Doctor Who so far. They're like crystal-y and stuff. It's amazing. And yeah. And here's the evolution with which I have teasered in a previous video. I added more crystals because that was my favorite part about the alien design. If this was a game and you were walking around in the desert area, you often see like giant sandstorms, and this Fakemon would be in the middle of it, causing this whole sandstorm. I also thought about maybe making a Fakemon based on either the Daleks or the Cybermen, but I don't know, I couldn't get a design or concept together that would make sense, so I didn't do that, I'm sorry. I know they are way more iconic, probably the most iconic aliens from the Doctor Who franchise.
Psych!
Back to me talking about Doctor Who. My favorite Doctor is the 10th one, played by David Tennant. I've seen 3 series with him, Doctor Who, Broadchurch and Good Omens, and I just really like him as an actor. He always has fun roles. Okay, the one in Broadchurch was not fun, but still. My favorite season of Doctor Who was the 4th one, where his companion was Donna Noble, portrayed by Catherine Tate, and they've been together for only 1 season, but they're just a legendary comedic duo with a very tragic end. Spoiler alert, the Doctor has to delete all memories Donna has of him, otherwise she would die. And it was honestly heartbreaking to watch. Every time it's heartbreaking, because she always felt that she's like generic and mediocre and not special and everything, but she did feel special when she was with the Doctor, and yeah, everything was just really heartbreaking. Especially because the 10th Doctor is definitely the most tragic one. He never gets a happy end and he suffered a lot of trauma. But now, after so many years, both of them are finally back. The trailer for this 16th anniversary special came out on my birthday and it was amazing. It's really cool to see them finally with a bigger budget and like a better camera quality. My hopes and expectations are really high, not gonna lie, but I have good feelings about this. The teaser seemed rather dark and there's like a lot of action stuff, which is fine. I just hope they're not losing the humorous aspects, but I'm pretty sure they got this. I hope they both find a happy ending for the 14th Doctor and Donna without losing the impact of the finale of the 4th season, because I think it's always a risk bringing back older characters and then trying to continue a storyline that was well established before, and especially a good storyline, because chances are that you're gonna ruin something. But I'm going to be positive. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Doctor Who is definitely not a series for everybody, but I really enjoyed watching it with my friends. I like when series don't take themselves that serious, and that's definitely the case with Doctor Who. I just quickly want to rank all new Doctors. So here's my ranking of my favorite Doctors. My absolute favorite one is the 10th one, portrayed by David Tennant. Then on rank 2 is the 13th one, portrayed by Jody Whittaker. And I know one of my friends loves this next Doctor. He's always going to be mad at me. But then comes the 11th Doctor, portrayed by Matt Smith. And I would probably put the 12th Doctor by Peter Capaldi on the same rank, because I actually really like his portrayal. I just wish he got more seasons with Missy. They were also really funny together. And the last one is the 9th Doctor by Christopher Eccleston. I couldn't get attached to it. I don't like his companion roles. She kinda annoyed me. and yeah, just not the biggest fan, but it's fine if you like him. I think it's an interesting concept for a series to switch the main character every few seasons, because yeah, the Doctor technically is still the same, but every incarnation has a different personality, way how to handle stuff, and it's just interesting to see. But I can also understand if you don't like that concept, and if you're like really attached to one incarnation and then it switches. Could be a throw for some people. I don't even know if I could recommend this series because I hate recommending stuff. Maybe if you have a friend who likes Doctor Who, watch it with them, because they can also explain stuff, and yeah. Yeah, I still hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you watched Doctor Who or the specials that are coming out hopefully today. No spoilers though, please. Yeah, subscribe to not miss any future videos, and see you in the comments.